Shalom, shalom.
It is.
This is Brother Kapaya. Yes, I just want to play this video here. As you can see, I went on to put up my disclaimer image, and the brother that I'm lamenting back off of, Saints of Jersey, 2624, and what it's talking about the C.h.i.p. It says, "Welcome to the end of the world." And what's at the end of the world? We know that the main important thing that has to pass before World War III. Now, we know World War III is the ultimate. That's when, we're waiting on our big brother Yahushua to come. But we have to get over one hump. And that's that our temptation, which is going to be the C.h.i.p. And I just want to show you this video that this C.h.i.p. have been here, since the 80s and 90s. It just being on a low frequency. They've been talking about it, but a lot of people wasn't really, they didn't understand. Well, I don't want to say understand it, but it wasn't on a lot of people's radar during that time. But now it is. I mean, it's a big ass stop sign right in your damn face when you see it. So I'm gonna play this video, and I'm gonna add some scripture to it, and that should be it.
Let me see if
rivals governments. They control jobs, income, benefits.
Identify and return runaway dogs.
Yeah, this is the part here. Let me play this real quick.
General and 160.
So this thing going back. They've been
Mexico.
Look at this, Scott. Y'all remember him from the 90s? You remember this? This had to be about maybe 92, 93. So, but they already been working this technology back then. I gotta play this part.
The chips allow a person to be scanned, sort of like a cereal box at the supermarket checkout. In Mexico, this will be one more tool in the fight against crime. Here's ABC's John McKenzie.
You've seen it before, right out of Hollywood.
It's maybe a little uncomfortable.
A microchip inside the body. A hidden, high-tech identification tag.
They have the access codes to your job spot.
Now, Mexico's Attorney General and 160 of his deputies have had microchips implanted in their arms to control access to the country's new Criminal Investigation Center. It is to provide access, said the Attorney General, to the right people in exclusive areas where there is valuable, sensitive information. The microchip, the size of a grain of rice, is injected under the skin and gives off a low-frequency radio wave. A scanner reads each chip's identification number to verify an official's security clearance.
The microchip is tamper-proof, it's secure. No one can take your microchip and use it to their advantage to gain access to your facility.
The chip, developed by Applied Digital Solutions, is similar to those used in the U.S. to identify and return runaway dogs. In humans, it can have several uses.
Little stick.
The chips can also be programmed to carry medical information. The one in this patient details his blood type, allergies, and the fact he has Alzheimer's disease. The device is now awaiting approval from the Food and Drug Administration. Some researchers are developing microchips for use in the home, so that wearing one can turn on lights and open doors.
Now, I just want to add something to that right there. The world is getting wiser, but weaker, and the more weaker we are, I don't want to say we are, but the more weaker the world gets, the more evil it gets. The more wicked it gets. If you can't reach and extend your hand to the door and open it, that's sorry. all, it's all about comfort. No stress, comfort. But it's a daily price to pay for comfort. When you take that MOTB, you know what I'm saying? So let's go back to the video.
Hands-free. The next step, say researchers, is developing an implantable chip with a global positioning system to track people miles away, whether kidnapped or lost, just as cars can now be traced. A kind of LoJack for the body. John McKenzie, ABC News, New York.
And they're going to make it very, very comfortable for you to take it. And that's what's going to get a lot of people took out of here by Yahweh, by C.h.i.p. You know, and you know, people are going to fall weak. People are going to, you know, because they're going to miss their comfort zone. Because food is a comfort. Lights is a comfort. So like for that. Put it back on this area. Lights is a comfort. Being able to go to where you want to go is a comfort. You get what I'm saying? And speaking your mind is a comfort. See, this is what a lot of our people is not getting. You falling for a prize that you don't want. You don't want all the good benefits that he's going to push out for you. But when you do take it, he's in control of all your personal information. He's in control of your, matter of fact, they're going to take free speech away from you. So, you know, he's going to cut your pretty much your, that C.h.i.p. is pretty much going to be your lifeline. So if you don't fall in order, you're not going to get the funds to put food on your table. The fund to pay your bill in order to have a cell phone. Well, you know, cell phone stuff, it might be diminished also. You just never know with this man. So he's trying to do away with everything electronical. You know, he just wants you to take the C.h.i.p. Just like the man said, you would not work, you would not be able to travel, you would just be pretty much free under his power. You know, if you want to go to another city, you got to get permission just to go from one block, you know, to the next. This is the type of control that a lot of people is not really focusing on. He'll give you something good, tell you how great it is, and you get all excited saying, you know, this is technology, this is the future, this is going to make humanity better. We ain't got to work hard to get what we need. We just take the chip and everything will be, you almost like magic in our hand. You know, you're going to have some crazy ignorant people that's going to take a, you know, just like what's the head man over IUIC. You know, you can take a chip in your butt if you want, something like that. He had said, I think he said in your butt or something like that, trying to make a mockery of the chip. Some people going to do it. Some people going to put it in their forehead, which is stupid. You know, I want to say that's Revelation 12, not Revelation 16. It's cancerous. You know, let me get some of this stuff out the way. Revelation Revelation, let's go ahead and get it here. It says in Revelation 16:1, and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seventh angel, go your way and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. Number 2, it says the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a great newsome and grievous sore upon the man which had the mark of the beast. See, there you go. Upon them which worship his image. So these people here that took that MOTB, that C.h.i.p, you're going to have that cancerous sore, and you're going to regret taking it. See, Esau know how to soothe and woo you and make you feel good, make you feel special. Then he come with that whammy. He always gonna come with that whammy. Listen, when you in charge, you got to have what you call one of the more. You got to have a shut-off button. You got to have an on button and the shut-off button. And that shut-off button is what people don't want. You know, when TikTok ended, oh man, people went crazy. It was a comfort to the people. And like I said, this man, he making this C.h.i.p a comfort. So when they act crazy, you know, because humans gonna be human, they're gonna act buck wild. They're gonna want to be free to do what they want, but you're not gonna be free to do what you want. You're gonna be controlled under this this man's finger if you fall for this C.h.i.p. So let me go to one more scripture because I'm at my job. Don't want to be caught on his phone. A lot of people, you know, I think segment 14. We'll read, I guess I'll start at 14. Let go of the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of men. Put off the weak nature. And, you know, that weak nature want to have everything pacified to you. Hey, what's so hard about putting a key in the door and unlocking it? What's so hard about opening the door by turning the knob? What's so hard about cutting off your light? You got an on and off switch on it. What's so hard about that? What's so hard about having a wallet in your pocket? He wants to have full control, but people say, wow, that do make sense. And because I lose my wallet every time I go, you know, and change clothes, I misplace my wallet. You know, I misplaced my keys. I misplaced my cell phone. I misplaced, you know, just people just misplace. And it become a discomfort when you can't find what you need just like that. I need to get on the road. Where my keys at? I don't know my wallet at. Oh man, I got to get up out the bed and cut off the light. I'm too tired. People are getting weak, but wise. We are in the end time where the weak, you know, people are getting weak, but technology is getting more wickeder. You get what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. Shalakia, I'm back. Had a co-worker to come and chat with me for a little bit. So let me tell you what. Let me skip down to 2nd Ezra 14. Let me skip down to 16. It says, "For yet greater evil than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. We got the hour of temptation that's coming. We got, like I said, this. We got this Edomite man. He's putting chemtrail in the sky. He's causing war. He's causing division. He's taking the dollar away. He's raising prices, inflation. He's putting chemicals in the food and water. This demon is increasing every day with wickedness to put out in the world. He can't sleep if he don't do any type of wickedness. He got to do something. He brought ice to to a lot of these cities around the country, causing havoc, unaliving people. He's the harbinger of death. This is Esau Edom, and he's doing what the Heavenly Father is telling him to do. Because we still have these curses brought forth on us, but slowly these curses are turning around and being placed on Esau. So again, 16, for yet greater evil than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Like I said, it's going to get greater. This right here, people still able to move around, walk. Hey, I'm not walk, but walk, because you pretty soon you ain't gonna be able to walk in the park. You're gonna have a C.h.i.p, and that's another comfort zone for a lot of people. The freedom to go and walk, get some fresh air. You don't want to be told that you got to be in at a certain time. Listen, this is where we're at. This is where we're gonna end up at. You take the C.h.i.p. Times are getting greater. Perilous times are coming. Way more than what you see right now. This is a greater evil, right? 17, for look how much the world shall be weaker. Like I said, now, thank the Lord, back in the early, just doing the history on my job, a lot of guys back in the past that's doing the type of work that I'm doing, you had over 200 guys laying out the work. I'm not going to say what I'm doing, but you put like this, you have more manpower than you have machine power now. You had almost 300 guys doing this type of work that I'm doing with bare hands, and little tools and stuff that they use to get things going, so now things have gotten weaker due to technology, and also due to the wickedness that he put forth in this earth. He's gonna tell you, if you want to look comfortable, come take this this C.h.i.p. You ain't got to lift the finger no more. You ain't got to work no more. Again, he did say that you will not work and you'll be happy. That's being weak. Men in the past were a whole lot stronger than men today. So much the more shall evil increase upon them that dwell therein. So when you got idle time, you ain't doing no work, guess what? You in the flesh, guess what? You're going to evil is going to get what I'm trying to say is idle time bring forth the devil. And Esau with his weak self, he associated with Satan, he's on the left hand side with Satan. So he's after to conquer. He's going to make it seem like, hey, this is going to be a easy thing. You ain't gotta go in your pocket, get change and dollar bills and stuff like that. You ain't got to worry about getting robbed anymore. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. You want to get robbed, but he gonna throw that and make it appealing. You know, come take this here. This is the new age thing now. But all this get taught, you know, to butter you up. He got a plan, and that plan is to take you out of your comfort zone and control you. So I'm gonna end it right there. Hopefully it was edifying. See you on the next lesson. Shalom.